The 18th of October 2018 t 11 hours 12 minutes and 27 seconds, 590 hundreds of people have gathered at Southwark Cathedral to pay tribute to Baroness Tessa Jowell. The Labour former cabinet minister was instrumental in securing the London 2012 Olympics and was a popular figure in Parliament. She died in May after being diagnosed with an aggressive brain tumour. After her diagnosis, she campaigned hard for better cancer treatment, receiving a rare standing ovation in the House of Lords for an emotional speech about the need for changes to NHS treatments. Read our obituary here. The 18th of October 2018 t 10 hours 56 minutes and 56 seconds, 696 Andrea Leadsom has said Parliament's February recess will go ahead subject to the progress of business. The comment follows reports that Number 10 was considering dropping the brake in order to push through Brexit legislation. Ms. Leadsom told MPs the House of Commons would rise on February 14 and return on February 25. The 18th of October 2018 t 10 hours 42 minutes and 12 seconds. 000 International Development Secretary Penny Mordaunt has been confronted by a protester as she addressed a conference on sexual abuse in the aid sector. Alexia Pepper-Decaires, a former whistleblower from Save the Children, got onto the platform at the Queen Elizabeth II Centre in London where Ms. Mordaunt was speaking to complain those fighting against abuse were not properly represented. This platform is not for you today. It is for the people doing this, she said. Ms. Mordaunt said she had not been aware of the situation and offered to give up her second speaking slot at the end of conference to her and her colleagues. Following her brief intervention, Ms. Pepper-Decaires, who founded the group NGO Safe Space, was led away by officials. The 18th of October 2018 t 10 hours 26 minutes and 8 seconds, 330 Valerie Vaz, Shadow Commons leader, presses her on the so-called meaningful vote and demands Ms. Leadsom does her constitutional duty by saying Parliament should have its say. She says it is the most outrageous power grab even seen by the government. Ms. Leadsom replied that it will be in the hands of the House itself, which has the power to amend, approve or reject such a motion. She added, it is also important to recognize the need for the House to consider the question that will in reality be before the United Kingdom, and that is whether or not to accept the deal that the government has negotiated with the European Union. The 18th of October 2018 t 10 hours 21 minutes and 17 seconds, 870 Commons leader Andrea Leadsom announces that a postponed debate on the offensive weapons bill will return to Parliament on Monday. The government came under fire for postponing the debate on Monday evening, apparently due to lack of time because of a series of government statements. However, Labour whips claimed it was because the government was worried it would lose a vote on a Tory amendment to the bill. The 18th of October 2018 t 10 hours 11 minutes and 25 seconds, 956 Jeremy Corbyn has condemned government cuts to LGBT sexual health services, claiming they could endanger any future rollout of the HIV prevention treatment currently being trialled by the NHS, highlighting figures compiled by the party through government data. The Labour leader said conservative cuts to clinics means those in need won't be able to easily access the vital drug, Truvada. More here. The 18th of October 2018 t 9 hours 48 minutes and 13 seconds, 880 Andrea Leadsom, the Commons leader, will deliver a statement on upcoming parliamentary business later. It could be interesting following the growing row over Theresa May's possible U-turn on the meaningful vote on Brexit. The 18th of October 2018 t 9 hours 37 minutes and 51 seconds. 000 Voters will not forgive Theresa May if she surrenders to Brussels in the Brexit negotiations, Boris Johnson and David Davis have warned. In an open letter to the PM, published in The Telegraph, they claimed her plans for future relations with Brussels were less popular than the poll tax and called on her to deliver the Brexit which people voted for. It was signed by former cabinet ministers Mr. Davis, Mr. Johnson, Ian Duncan-Smith, Owen Paterson and Priti Patel, as well as Jacob Rees-Mogg, chairman of the Conservative European Research Group of Brexiteer Tories. It said, "We urge you make clear that you will not bind the UK into the purgatory of perpetual membership of the EU's customs union, whether by a backstop or any other route." It adds, "Talk of either a UK or a Northern Irish backstop is inimical to our status as a sovereign nation-state. Both are unnecessary. Indeed, they are a trap being set by the EU which it is vital we do not fall into." The group called on Mrs May to reset the negotiations and ditch her Chequers Brexit blueprint. "We urge you not to engage in a show of resistance and a choreographed argument followed by surrender and collapse into some version of the backstop and Chequers," they wrote. "Instead, we urge you to say to the EU at the summit, let us agree that we need to reset our negotiations. Our objective is a free trade agreement that benefits the UK and EU and millions of our citizens. This would command a majority in Parliament, unlike the unpopular Chequers plan. Let us seize the opportunity and create a better future for the UK." The 18th of October 2018 T 9 hours 19 minutes and 35 seconds. 000. The European Parliament President Antonio Tajani has said he may visit Ireland to outline their support in protecting the Irish border. He met with Taoiseach Leo Varadkar on Thursday morning, when he confirmed Parliament's commitment to the backstop, which he described as a key element. "Without it we cannot vote in favour of the agreement," he said in a press conference. "I may visit Ireland to explain Parliament's position, which is in full support of the Republic of Ireland." He told Mr Varadkar that he repeated their position on the border, which he said needs to be flexible to protect peace and the Good Friday Agreement. The 18th of October 2018 T 8 hours 59 minutes and 37 seconds. 056. The Richard Tice, who co-chairs the Leave Means Leave campaign group, said the transition was an unnecessary trap created by our weak civil servants who are trying to thwart Brexit. He said, "It should be cancelled, not extended. It is increasingly clear the PM doesn't want to leave either. Any transition period gives the EU zero incentive to negotiate anything and gives Brussels the power to force whatever they want onto the UK without us being able to do anything about it. It's downright dangerous." The 18th of October 2018 T 8 hours 46 minutes and 47 seconds. 136. David Lidington, the de facto deputy PM, said how much it would cost to extend the transition period was something that would have to be teased out during the negotiations. Asked if it would only be for a few months, he told Today, "Yes, that is certainly the intention. That is how we see it. That is something that is now in the mix with the negotiators." Mr Lidington dismissed claims by some former cabinet ministers that the details of the Irish backstop had not been clear when it was signed off in principle last year. He said, "Cabinet ministers are sensible and responsible, intelligent people who look at the documents before they endorse them." The 18th of October 2018 T 8 hours 33 minutes and 34 seconds. 000. The angry senior Tories have accused Theresa May of going back on her pledge to allow a proper, meaningful vote on any Brexit deal and vowed to fight the move. Ken Clarke and Dominic Grieve spoke out after the government said MPs should only be allowed to accept or reject the agreement with no amendments allowed. More here. The 18th of October 2018 T 8 hours 7 minutes and 49 seconds. 616. The great pictures from last night at the European Council summit, where German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President Emmanuel Macron, Belgian Prime Minister Charles Michel and Luxembourg Prime Minister Xavier Bettel were spotted having a drink. The 18th of October 2018 T 7 hours 54 minutes and 24 seconds. 936. It's a classic of negotiations that she keeps on thinking that one more concession is going to somehow, with one bound and she's free, and she's not going to be free. She's getting ever more trapped, he told the Today program. "I'm afraid she is losing the confidence now of colleagues of all shades of opinion, people who have been supportive of her throughout this process. They are close to despair at the state of this negotiation because there is a fear that both the government and the European Union are trying to run out the clock, that they are trying to leave this so late that they can credibly say there is no alternative but a no-deal Brexit, and most people agree that would be chaos. That is not an acceptable way for a leader of a government to behave." The 18th of October 2018 T 7 hours 46 minutes and 28 seconds. 790. Breaking. Theresa May has told journalists she is considering asking for a longer transition period in a bid to break the deadlock in the Brexit talks. My colleague John Stone is at the European Council Summit in Brussels and has filed this report, where the PM confirmed the big overnight story about an extension to the transition up to the end of 2021. The 18th of October 2018 T 7 hours 37 minutes and 17 seconds. 000Z. Welcome to the Independence Politics Live blog, where we will be bringing you all the latest updates throughout the day.